Alright, I'll get this started in a minute.
Now coming to you from our New York City broadcast center, we have Patrick Dunn of Watershed Electric on the line. Mr. Dunn, what do we know at this moment?
All we know so far is that this was not an accident.
If it's not an accident, then it must be intentional. Both us and the Japanese have been hit by this thing. I think it's pretty obvious who's responsible.
Here's a Tomo.
It appears we have something in common, Admiral.
Our analysis of the information footprint shows that the pressures which collapsed our power grids appear in many ways similar to those that collapsed our markets. I am certain the Koreans and the Chinese are involved.
Let's not jump the gun here, Admiral. We've had our microscope on a man named Zerkezi. He had access to weaponized IW-Algos following that business in Georgia. He was also a major DOE consultant after the blackouts here in 2003.
Yes, we are aware of this connection. Has Zerkezi been found?
Not yet, but it won't take long. I'll keep you posted. Fisher, I'm afraid we might be facing an orchestrated attempt to push the world into a major crisis. Zerkezi might know more about information warfare than anyone on Earth, and the fact that this place is combat-ready, essentially stateless and better equipped than most governments, we need to find out fast whether this is a coincidence or whether someone inside this place is making a major move. That said, State Department has several very significant contracts with this place. This thing is extremely political. I hate to do this to you, but keep it clean. Recon only, no fatalities.
Displace's offices are on the top 3 floors of the Hance Center Tower in downtown Manhattan. Recent financials indicate that they have invested heavily in their local infrastructure in order to maintain full operational capacity following even a major terrorist incident.
Satellite confirms Grimm's data. Displace is up and running at near to full capacity. It looks like they might be holding a meeting with members of New York City Council, possibly making a bid for protection or policing services to supplement the National Guard. They're prepared and opportunistic, that's for sure. But I wouldn't expect anything different. My money says they're playing fair, but if the boss wants to take a closer look, then that's what we'll do.
Fisher, we need to find out if Displace and Zerkezi...
Hi, Sienna Morietta. How are you?
No, you want me to keep it quiet.
Don't kill anyone or I'll abort the mission. The Pentagon has contracts with Displace all around the world. The President will have puppies if he finds out we're doing this.
Yep, since the air is getting stale inside.
What the hell do I care what Markham said? I don't even know him.
I'll tell him you said that.
Huh, go ahead.
Boy, are you in trouble.
Whatever.
Something going on with the ventilation system?
Oh, hey, who are you?
Pretend I'm Harry Tuttle.
Who?
I'm an ill-tempered and heavily armed heating engineer who's asking questions about your ventilation system.
I guess it's not working properly since the blackout.
So it shouldn't take much to shut down that big fan if I wanted to.
I don't know. Why would you want to do that?
The adventure, the travel.
Hey, okay.
What's going on with the lights here? You're certainly entitled to request protection at that level from the National Guard, I agree. But let's face it, the National
Hey,
Guard is
Kratos,
a
we do what we
massive,
can.
troublesome organization.
Sure, that's what we need, a presence.
On the contrary, the people want protection, they need protection, but they don't want
Oh,
to
good.
see
Well,
protection.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Having the National Guard on
Yeah,
every
working on
corner really
playthroughs for my channel, and big fan of the Splinter Cell series, so here we are.
The thing they'll remember is that the National Guard is cheap. I'm dealing with taxpayers here. The last thing I need is another fiscal accountability scandal. What?
Come on, I want to show you something.
Fisher, that executive. He probably has the daily access algorithm for the display central servers stored on his laptop.
Lambert gave me pretty strict non-lethal parameters.
If you stay close, you should be able to hack into his laptop wirelessly.
I'll give it a whirl.
Let me just get these windows before we go.
Aw, man, I love that. We have to get some of those at City. Guess it wasn't anything after all. You need to chill out, man. You're jumping at shadows.
Screwed this up. I'm not going for like 100% here. Just trying to finish the game. Try to finish the game, that's all. This and Pandora, which I'll play later.
Nothing here. Never hurts to check.
I will try and play this, you know, pretty well, if nothing else. Yeah, I screwed it up. Wanted to complete the objectives if I can. Oh, for sure. And this game is, you know, designed in such a way where you can really go wild with the approach.
Until we know you wanted to keep it quiet.
Don't kill anyone or I'll abort the mission. The Pentagon has contracts to displace all around the world. The President will have puppies if he finds out we're doing this.
The hell do I care what Markham says? I don't even know it.
I'll tell him you said that.
Huh, go ahead.
Boy, are you in trouble.
Whatever.
Yeah, and that was definitely something that, you know, the first two were more linear in their approaches, whereas generally with Chaos, you know, you can really...
Hey, who killed the lights? This isn't good. Nothing here but ghosts and shadows. I thought this was closed. You're certainly entitled to request protection at that level from the National Guard, I agree. But let's face it, the National Guard is a massive, cumbersome organization.
Sure, that's what we need, a presence.
On the contrary, the people want protection, they need protection, but they don't want to see protection. It frightens them. Having the National Guard on every corner will keep the peace, but at what cost?
They'll get over it, Julian. In the end, the thing they'll remember is that the National Guard is cheap. I'm dealing with taxpayers here. The last thing I need is another fiscal accountability scandal. What?
Come on, I want to show you something.
Fisher, that executive. He probably has the daily access algorithm for the display central servers stored on his laptop.
Lambert gave me pretty strict non-lethal parameters.
If you stay close, you should be able to hack into his laptop wirelessly.
I'll give it a whirl.
Let me just get these windows before we go.
Aw, man, I love that. We have to get some of those at City Hall.
Email me and remind me. I'll set you up with a good deal.
Whoa.
That was weird.
Yeah, I've heard of this. It's called an electrochromic window. A small electric charge can change the opacity.
Let's...
Let me just get these windows before we go.
Aw, man, I love that. We have to get some of those at City Hall.
Email me and remind me. I'll set you up with a good deal.
Whoa.
That was weird.
Yeah, I've heard of this. It's called an electrochromic window. A small electric charge can change the opacity of microscopic crystals embedded in the glass.
Cool.
I'm thinking that your OCP should be able to toggle the state of the windows. I'm uploading the specification to your OPSAT.
Thanks, Will.
In the lobby of the Empire State Building, there are 4 brass rondettes.
Someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried. All clear.
Sam, give them a chance to stand still and you might have the time to wirelessly hack into the laptop.
Taxpayer.
I'm working on it, Grim.
But it's a mistake to think that those two things are fundamentally tied together. Stairs are cheaper than elevators, Tom. Why don't we have stairs as the 4th discipline of skyscraper construction?
No one is gonna take the stairs up.
Is someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
It's your chance. Keep tailing them. You might get another opportunity.
Okay.
Good work, Sam. Now you'll be able to access the central server on the 1st floor.
This wireless stuff makes life a lot easier.
Yep. Welcome to the Wi-Fi era.
Remember, you're saying
Nah,
that to
I
a
guess
guy
it was
from
nothing.
the era of
Well, whatever it was, it ain't here now.
Hi-fi?
Guess we can
As
write
in,
that
like,
one
fight
off.
Fiber?
Don't put me in adult undergarments yet, kid.
Well, you're worried about the cost, huh? You're worried about what the taxpayer will think. But it's a mistake to think that those two things are fundamentally tied together. Stairs are cheaper than elevators, Tom. Why don't we have stairs as the 4th discipline of skyscraper construction?
No one is gonna take the stairs up 70 stories.
And does anyone ever question how much an elevator costs?
Nothing here. Never hurts to check.
Sam, each of Displace's different divisions seem to have their own server farm. I put a program on your OPSAT that will build a little backdoor into their networks.
You want me to upload that to each division server?
I would appreciate it.
Since you ask so nice.
That was unfortunate.
Each of Displace's different divisions seem to have their own server farm. I put a program on your OpSat that will build a little backdoor into their networks.
You want me to upload that to each division server?
I would appreciate it.
Since you asked so nice.
Good work, Sam. That's the first of their servers. If you can upload that to each of the other ones, I'll be able to snoop around as much as I please.
I'll see what I can do.
Let me just get these windows before we go.
Aw, man, I love that. We have to get some of those at City Hall.
Email me and remind me. I'll set you up with a good deal.
Whoa.
That was weird.
Yeah, I've heard of this. It's called an electrochromic window. A small electric charge can change the opacity of microscopic crystals embedded in the glass.
Cool.
I'm thinking that your OCP should be able to toggle the state of the windows. I'm uploading the specification to your OpSat.
Thanks, Will.
So, what did you want to show me?
In the lobby of the Empire State Building, there are 4 brass rondelles, Art Deco pieces. Each rondelle represents one of the 4 disciplines of skyscraper construction.
What, like engineering, financing, real estate?
Machines, concrete, decoration, elevators. Elevators like this one here.
Huh. Okay, Julian, what's your point?
My point is that every single day, 5 million New York executives ride elevators. Elevators that...
Good work, Sam. Now you'll be able to access the central server on the first floor.
This wireless stuff makes life a lot easier.
Yep. Welcome to the Wi-Fi era.
Remember, you're saying that to a guy from the era of hi-fi.
Hi-fi? As in, like, high and fiber?
Elevators.
Don't put me in adult undergarments yet, kid.
Construction.
No one is gonna take the stairs up 70 stories.
And does anyone ever question how much an elevator costs?
Of course not.
Right. And I'll tell you why. Because the cost of an elevator isn't measured by what you get. It's measured by what you avoid. This place is expensive, Tom. I mean, there's no denying that. But it's not important how much it costs to...
This thing has been hacked. I'm not asking you to fix it, numbskull. I'm asking you to use your head. Someone messed with this, and we're supposed to be guarding it. See? Guess we can write that one off.
And I actually thought I triggered the alarm.
problem,
Hurry up.
Sam.
I'm getting angry.
A couple staffers got locked
let me
between the
just
double
connect this
doors
wire
leading to the
here.
server room.
The kind that makes it hard to get through.
Yeah, there might be another way.
You're kidding me.
Looks like there's some heat exchange vents in this part of the building. You might be able to find a way out there if you head through the R&D section.
I'll snoop around.
Is someone moving around out there? What? That's weird. See that? Relax. Maybe it was nothing. I don't know. I don't know. Give me a hand!
All right, hold on.
Hmm.
I think I got it.
Small problem,
Hurry up.
Sam.
I'm getting angry.
A couple staffers got locked
let me
between the
just
double
connect this
doors
wire
leading to the
here.
server room.
The kind that makes it hard to get through.
Yeah, there might be another way. Looks like there's some heat exchange vents in this part of the building. You might be able to find a way out there if you head through the R&D section.
I'll snoop around. How do I access the main server room?
Can't get through here. Our doors are malfunctioning.
Is there another way?
Maybe through R&D. Might be a way through the ventilation into the server room.
Thanks.
Retinal identification. Retinal print valid.
The real question is, who'd be stupid enough to break in here?
That's a pretty cushy posting, that's for sure.
But I heard the guy was really annoying.
The guy isn't there anymore. He's out of town.
What, so you're just watching his stuff?
Yeah, emptying his liquor cabinet and playing video games. He's got the new Prince of Persia.
Yeah, I heard it's awesome.
Gonna be game of the year, man.
Can't wait to play it.
Product placement.
How did this get switched on?
Nice little pile growing here.
Good work, Sam. Upload that program to the last server and you'll make me the happiest girl in the world.
You're easy to please.
Access is a girl's best friend.
Oops.
There's gotta be a way through to the server room from this area.
Firing ranges usually have ventilation to clear the smoke. It probably ties into the AC system for the server room.
Good thinking.
Give me 10 or 30. There.
this time I got it for sure. Hot, neutral ground. Got it all sorted out.
I'm gonna sort you out if you don't open that damn door.
No, I mean it. Bingo.
Bingo.
That's not my fault. That's definitely caused.
Damn. It looks like someone has shunted the data we need off the server. Login name M-Netich.
Mylon Nedich?
That name is coming up an awful lot, but we still don't have anything on him.
Probably a pseudonym. I'll see if I can find out who he really is.
In any case, we need to get access to his computer. His office should be on the upper floor somewhere.
Sorry to interrupt, but
I see it.
power's coming back on.
I see it,
Who's
Grandma.
that?
You got company.
There's
You might
something
wanna...
down there?
I see it.
Fisher, be careful with the alarm. We're in a building full of mercenaries.
Okay, this time I got it for sure. Hot, neutral ground. Got it all sorted out.
I'm gonna sort you out if you don't open that damn door.
No, I mean it. Bingo.
Bingo.
That's not my fault.
Damn. It looks like someone has shunted the data we need off the server. Login name M-Netich.
Mylon Nedich?
That name is coming up an awful lot, but we still don't have anything on him.
Probably a pseudonym. I'll see if I can find out who he really is.
In any case, we need to get access to his computer. His office should be on the upper floor somewhere.
Should be in the. Huh. Yeah.
Okay, this time I got it for sure. Hot, neutral ground. Got it all sorted out.
I'm gonna sort you out if you don't open that damn door.
No, I mean it. Bingo.
Bingo.
Damn. It looks like someone has shunted the data we need off the server. Login name M-Netich.
Mylon Nedich?
That name is coming up an awful lot, but we still don't have anything on him.
Probably a pseudonym. I'll see if I can find out who he really is.
In any case, we need to get access to his computer. His office should be on the upper floor somewhere.
Sorry to interrupt, but
I see it.
power's coming back on.
I see it, Grim.
You got company. You might want to...
Right.
I see it.
Check the server and make sure nothing got fried when the power came back on.
Okay, give a shout if you need anything.
Will do.
Ooh, did you see
I don't
that?
know.
Am I seeing things? I don't know. You don't know what? We've got an intruder. Good. I've been looking for him, actually. I give up. What if there's something? There's something. It'll be back. Forget this. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. We're getting all paranoid. What?
Yeah. Stanley killed someone. Read a newspaper article the next day. Istanbul police found some guy cut to ribbons just a couple of blocks from the bar they were at.
Whoa.
I think we should try and get on his PC in the executive offices. See if we can find anything.
The code to the area is 2346, but I don't know the code for his actual office.
All right. Well, if I find out what it is, we'll go together.
All right. I can see something down there.
What kind of something?
Thought I saw someone. Look alive. Back up!
Sorry to bring you in here so late. We need to put some extra men on the Zerkazy detail. Your name tag.
Zerkazy? The wacko in the penthouse uptown?
Well, it's perhaps best not to refer to our client as the wacko, but yes, him. Or rather, his penthouse. Milos Nowak is,
Who?
Milon. Milon Medic. Crazy Slavic names. I always get them confused. Anyway, Zerkazy is out of town. There won't be a VIP, just the box.
Okay. Sounds like a breeze.
Well, it hasn't gone perfectly smooth so far. You'll get the full VIP rate, and you'll be on duty as though there is a package on site.
Okay, got it.
Good. You report to
shouldn't be on. What's going on with the lights here?
Hokkaido.
Hokkaido, isn't that basically the Alaska of Japan?
Yeah. Looks like Milan Nedich has secretly relocated Zerkezi there.
Interesting. Now we definitely need to talk to Shetland.
Will its State Department handle that mess? You're going to Hokkaido. We're sending a helicopter to evac you from the roof.
As happy as we are to be back online here in New York, our thoughts turn to our loved ones who are defending us on this beautiful 4th of July. We go now live.
Fisher, if...
Report right away.
As happy as we are to be back online here in New York, our thoughts turn to our loved ones who are defending us on this beautiful 4th of July. We go now live to the Yellow Sea, where sailors aboard the USS Clarence E. Walsh are celebrating. We have Seaman Anthony Palmiera from Brooklyn, New York. Tell us, Seaman Palmiera, how you'll be celebrating Independence Day.
Well, the captain's gonna have a big barbecue on deck. And tonight we'll have our own fireworks.
Talk to me! Captain, all of our command systems crashed. Nothing's responding.
Seaman Palmiera, can you tell us what's happening there?
Sit tight, Sam. I'll call you back.
It's the Koreans, Mr. President. I recommend that we declare war immediately.
If it was Korea, there would be 200,000 men coming over the DMZ right now.
Maybe it was an accident. Maybe an exercise. A test launch gone wrong.
That's impossible. The Koreans can't even detect the Walsh. Never mind track it on radar and sink it with a 30-year-old Chinese anti-ship missile.
I have reason to believe the ship was crippled with an information warfare attack.
Not a chance. The Walsh's systems are...
Unhackable? The Walsh's EW suite is built on kernels first identified by two of the world's leading computational theorists. One of them was found dead in Peru last week. I'm about to pick up the other one.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure what we've just witnessed here, but I'm afraid something terrible has just occurred.
Amazing what they show on TV these days, huh, Sam? World's gone crazy.
I guess you're in the right business then, Doug.
What are you doing here?
I'm looking for a guy named Milan Nedich. Heard he works for you.
Lots of people work for me. Haven't you heard? First security company to make the Fortune 500. If you're looking for a job.
I'm not.
Is that so? You keep doing what you're doing, you'll just end up another unknown soldier.
I'm not in it for the fame. Your buddy Nedich is dirty. Cut him loose.
Unlike other employers, I don't cut people loose. If you got evidence against one of my guys, I'll help you bring him in. But I'm not gonna send a man up the river because you say so.
Fair enough. Just stay out of my way.
Thanks for the advice. In case you change your mind.
Fisher, if I can't throw the Joint Chiefs a bone, we'll be at war in the next 24. I need you to bring in Zerkezi for questioning. Milan Nedich has moved him to Hokkaido for protection. I have no idea if Shetland is aware or involved, but I'd like to find out. However it turns out, don't let your personal concerns get in the way.
In my opinion, there are too many coincidences here. Zerkezi is the only living person who could have orchestrated the sinking of the Walsh. Even if the Koreans did launch the missile, it would almost certainly have required Zerkezi's help to actually hit the ship. And this business with displays. I know you don't want to hear it, but I think Shetland's dirty. The kidnapping of Morgenhold, the protection of...
No, this is for the Xbox, the original one. Came out 20 years ago.
Rented out the entire retreat. It's low-tech and quiet. Don't expect servers and security. Expect aware guards, in tune with the environment. You're going to need to rely on more traditional methods, up close and personal.
Japanese ISDF conducts a low-level monitoring of the activities of anyone employed by a PMC for as long as they are in the country. We discovered yesterday that this place has rented this retreat, and a number of our agents planted microphones in the location. Unfortunately, we were not adequately prepared for the increased importance of the location. The microphones are detectable using standard tools. Needless to say, it would be best if this place did not find them.
Fisher, remember, I need you to bring in Zerkezi alive.
What about Nedich?
Nedich is another story.
Isolate, simplify, complete.
We're on the same page?
Affirmative.
No problem. That works. Yeah. Well, thank you. Greetings. Greetings as well. Hope you enjoy.
Sam, use your EEV to scan the license plates on those trucks. I might be able to dig up some info on our friend Nettich.
I'll give it a shot.
Five-speed, 240 horsepower automatic transmission, 8-liter turbo diesel V8 with 460 foot-pounds of torque. Independent front and rear double A-frame suspension on a 6-quad steel box section. 4-wheel drive ABS and torque biasing differential with 40-to-1 gear reduction. Puncture-resistant 17-inch tires, quarter-inch aluminum rocker panel, and steel grid drivetrain protection. Windshield projected infrared night vision heads-up display, and a 640 gig MP3 player. Standard. No one will ever need more than 640 gig. What are you talking
Oh, how
about?
wrong you
Mine's
were.
almost full.
No dice. Nothing suspicious about... Wait a minute. The Bosnian barber.
I already have a barber, but I think he's Italian. That place next to the donut shop?
The leasing company papers list a dummy corporation created by one Milos Nowak, a.k.a. Milon Nettich. Nowak is a suspected war criminal from the Bosnian conflict. He's known as the Barber of Bosnia because he allegedly scalped some of his prisoners.
Well, I guess he won't be making an appearance in The Hague anytime soon.
Guess not.
This squeaking is driving me crazy. Sounds like I'm walking on a family of parakeets.
Nightingales. It's called a nightingale. Protection against ninjas.
Ninjas? There's no such thing as ninjas.
Oh yeah? Back in 2004, in that thing in Georgia, I had a contract to help secure this oil rig. We got attacked by a ninja.
Get crazy.
Tell you what, you don't believe me? Why don't we trade places and I'll patrol where the anti-ninja flooring is?
Microphone. What a waste of time. Nobody uses hidden microphones to spy on anybody anymore. They use satellites. This is so dangerous. I feel like an idiot. What was that? Something's not right.
Damn it. Fuck.
Fisher, remember, I need you to bring in Zerkezi alive.
What about Nettich?
Nettich is another story.
Isolate, simplify, complete.
Shit,
We're
what
on
was
the
that?
same page?
Affirmative.
Shoot this out. It's not.
Sam, use your EEV to scan the license plates on those trucks. I might be able to dig up some info on our friend Netted.
I'll give it a shot.
Damn it! What's wrong with this?
No dice. Nothing suspicious about... Wait a minute. The Bosnian barber.
I already have a barber, but I think he's Italian. That place
Damn
next
it!
to the donut
Man
shop.
down!
The leasing
Looks like we've got
company
trouble.
papers list
Man
Dunn
down!
Corporation
We've got a man
related by
down!
one
What's
Milos
going on here?
Nowak, a.k.a. Mylon Nedich. Nowak is a suspected war criminal from the Bosnian conflict. He's known as the Barber of Bosnia because he allegedly scalped some of his prisoners.
Well, I guess he won't be making an appearance in The Hague anytime soon.
Guess not.
Ah, this squeaking is driving me crazy. Sounds like walking a family parrot.
Nightingales. It's called a nightingale floor. Protection against ninjas.
Microphones. What a waste of time. Nobody uses hidden microphones to spy on anybody anymore. They use satellites. This is so ridiculous. I feel like an idiot. Is that someone there? Typical. What's wrong now?
That's the first microphone, Sam. 5 more to go.
I'm on it.
What is that?
Fisher, looks like this place has kept a small staff on to take care of the retreat.
Civilians?
That's right. Don't let any of them get killed.
I won't.
Thought I could.
You find any bugs?
Yeah, they're everywhere. I can't get rid of them. It's like a damn insectarium here.
I mean microphones, stupid.
Oh, well, I looked a bit, but I didn't find any.
A bit? What does that mean? Where did you look?
On the table and stuff.
You looked on the table for microphones.
Yeah?
Gee, did you find any?
No.
Never mind. I'll look for them myself.
Okay. Well, let me know if you need any help.
That's weird.
Done. Oh.
sprinklers? I don't know, but I don't like it.
Tell me where I can find Milan Nedich.
He just went through here. A meeting room in the Central Palace.
A meeting with who? Zakhazy?
That geek? No. He was just with some of his guys.
How many guys?
3, I think.
Armed?
Of course. Milan is always armed.
Come on out! You can't hide forever! All clear. Hurry up.
I am the bomb!
Mind.
Yes. Okay. So we can reschedule this to there. Yes, right. No.
Well, I'm not sure we can do it then. Yeah, but if he says... That's true.
All right.
South Africans.
No, that's fine. An agreement we can live with.
I think we can commit to that. That'll be
Yes.
fine. What about you? What do you think?
Yes? Yeah. No. Maybe. We'll see. Well...
Yeah, back to New York. Broker that deal.
All right, listen up. That was Doug. He's on his way, and he's not happy.
What do you mean? He's on his way here?
Our offices got turned over in New York, and he's worried about a leak. He's coming up here to tie up some loose ends.
Sorry.
Good one. They're only yen, not worth anything since the market crash. Not even worth the effort to pick them up.
A penny saved.
The offices got hit. By who? The feds? Who cares about the offices? What's this tie up loose ends thing?
Not exactly sure, but this thing with the ship, maybe someone's onto us.
But what if...
Look, never mind all that. The boss is on his way and things are heating up. We knew that would happen, so just stick to the plan, get this place tightened up, and make sure that this little visit goes off without a hitch. Get moving! All right. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yes. Okay.
Let's not make a scene.
Who are you? What do you want?
I want to know why you're protecting Zerkezi. How this place is involved.
I won't talk.
You're gonna make me cut your throat and look for the words inside your neck.
Oh, God. Please. Let me go.
You're not leaving here alive, Nedich. But if you tell me what I want to know, I can make the end a little easier for you.
The blackout. We needed to keep Zerkezi safe after the blackout.
And what about the Walsh?
I don't know anything about the Walsh. You'll have to ask Shetland.
Shetland?
Yeah. She needed more data from Zerkezi after the blackouts. But we have everything we...
Shetland knows what you're up to.
Yeah, he's the boss. He gave the order to bring Zerkezi here.
Where is he now?
He's on his way here now, by helicopter. Finish it, or let me go.
That's Nedich out of the picture, but we have a complication. There's a helicopter inbound. Shetland is aboard.
Doug, why is he coming here?
Either he was coming to see what Nedich is up to, or our assumptions are wrong.
You still think Shetland's crooked?
I still don't know, and that's what bothers me. Find out what Shetland and Zerkezi are meeting about. Fisher, we're all ready at Top Roy. Try and keep it quiet.
Throw down your weapon!
We'll disagree with that, but okay.
Nothing could be further from the truth. The juggernaut-like forward motion of the North American tree slug, in the absence of its natural predators, is truly terrifying to behold. Everywhere. This voracious detrivore is considered by many to be simply a snail without a shell. Here we observe the North American tree slug in its natural habitat. Juggernaut-like.
Who switched the lights off here? Nah, I give up. What? What if there's something? If there's something, it'll be back. Nothing here. Never hurts to check.
That's half of Otomo's microphone, Sam.
Yeah, I'll keep my eyes peeled for the rest.
The lights! Damn it, he's playing with me.
Ellie 280, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. To the Twitch channel.
Fisher, satellite imaging shows you're nearing some kind of tea house.
Circassi's inside?
That's our best guess. Gather as much info as you can before making your move. We might only get one shot at this.
Yes, Douglas?
What?
The Koreans, they couldn't have. Douglas, I need to know the truth.
The truth. Did Oppenheimer know the truth? What about Roosevelt? Abe, truth is what we need it to be. And the truth is, we did the right thing.
What do you mean?
Proof of concept worked. It was ugly, sure, but it's over now.
You mean there will be peace?
Well, peace isn't something that just happens, Abe. It has to be enforced, just like in the old days. You know, sheriff wears a shield, sure, but he also wears a gun.
Gun?
That's right.
Oh my God.
And we can't have that gun falling into the wrong hands, can we now, Abe?
What are you... No!
My God, Fisher! Don't let Shutlin escape.
Is he a target?
He's the target.
You at any time.
What was that? I think I saw it too. I don't like this. He's out cold. Don't let anything like this happen again. It was too fast for me. I saw something there. I know he's here somewhere. We'll find him, don't you worry. Unless he finds us first. I'm sure I saw him around here. Damn, he's good.
I think I'll do, this will be my last mission.
Today, Ambassador Long Dan announced Chinese support for the North Korean claim that they did not intentionally launch the missile that sank the Walsh.
We are monitoring these developments while continuing to seek a peaceful resolution. Make no mistake, the Chinese People's Republic will employ all means at our disposal to protect our interests in the Asian subcontinent.
Our intelligence estimates that the current number of Korean troops massed at the border runs as high as 200,000 men. Monty?
Montgomery Lewis, The Times. Do we know what the possible North Korean strategy will be if diplomatic efforts fail?
We've known for decades that the NKA would move to capture Seoul as quickly as possible, regardless of the cost. That is how our defenses are structured. But with the capital less than 40 miles from the border, and well within artillery range of the big guns, it is clear that war would be catastrophic in terms of damage done and lives lost.
Fisher, I know you think the shortest distance to solving this problem is to go after Shetland. You might be right. Unfortunately, the diplomatic situation surrounding the Walsh incident is not softening. We are less than 24 hours from open war on the Korean peninsula. We've located the battery that launched the missile against the Walsh. If there is any credence to the North Korean claim that the launch was unintentional, we need to prove it, and fast.
I've been reverse engineering the data you recovered from Zerkezi's computer in New York. Zerkezi's algorithm is an advanced extrapolation of the mass kernels made infinitely more complex by recursion through Dvorak. I think that if you can access the BIOS memory of the missile launchers at the battery, I should be able to ID a fingerprint that the algorithm would have left on the system.
You'll be doing a halo insertion into a forest 2 clicks east of the battery. You'll enter the battery's secure perimeter and infiltrate via the main air shaft. The battery itself has been around since World War II, but intelligence and satellite imaging show it's been retrofitted several times since then. We have some limited mapping data. We don't know what you'll find.
Since the destruction of the Walsh, the USS Ronald Reagan has assumed CNC duties for the battle group in the Yellow Sea. Our fleet is on red alert. In case of war, we are prepared to conduct precision sorties against high-value targets aimed at reducing North Korean coastal defenses for insertion behind their advancing front. If intelligence indicates that the Koreans are picking a fight, then it's a fight they'll get. Anyone in that battery when the whistle blows better find himself a tin hat and a Bible.
Japanese ISDF has been instrumental in determining that the missile that sank the Walsh was indeed fired from this battery. You have the complete support of all branches of the Japanese Self-Defense Force in order to determine the rationale for this insane move by the Korean aggressors. We do not have the capability to strike the facility directly, but ISDF will use any means at our disposal to interfere with their capabilities in the event that our great American allies are forced to declare war.
Fisher, it's starting to look like war is unavoidable. JCOS is asking all sources for current division-level intelligence.
So, besides stopping World War III, is there anything else I can do for you this evening?
The base commander should have up-to-date intel about NKA divisional strength down the Kaesong-Musan approach.
I'll try to schedule an appointment with the secretary.
Fisher, since everyone is asking everyone for intel, I'd love to have a few chips at the big table.
What can I get you, Will?
Looks like this battery has repair and maintenance capability for mechanized warfare support. Any shipping or repair logs you can recover would be a big help.
I'll find what I can.
Exactly. It's just not that hard to count 8 giant crates. Look, I will double check.
Someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
is going on with the lights here? Nothing.
Good work, Fisher. Looks like they track shipping and repair through 4 separate departments.
Gotta love military bureaucracy.
See if you can get the logs from the other 3.
Now serving number 67.
What's going on? Bring the right... What's over there?
What's in all the boxes?
My God, no!
Yeah, shock and awe. Just answer the question. What's in the boxes?
I swear, I don't know. It's just my job to guard the room.
Fine, then tell me something you do know.
There is a hatch in the corner. It leads to the subfloor under the loading dock.
Really? Hurry.
All right, well, that's our work done. Let the control room take over.
Who's in the control room?
How should I know?
So what? We're just going to leave the missile hanging there?
Orders. Deliver cargo to loading bay at facility 27-290. Nothing in there about working a bunch of cranes that we're not trained on.
Fair enough.
that? Stupid damn thing is broken!
Let's do that again. Take two.
All right, well, that's our work done. Let the control room take over.
Who's in the control room?
How should I know?
So what? You just going to leave the missile hanging there?
Orders. Deliver cargo to loading bay at facility 27-290.
Did you see that? Not really sure.
Let's make this a little more direct this time. Alright.
Reminder, no memos are to be posted on facility corkboards without approval from Warrant Officer Pop.
Okay, yes and yes. Accelerometer checking. Checking. Yes, sensor checking. Receiver.
Who turned this on?
Gotta keep my eyes wide open.
saw something there.
Damn it, Fisher, watch the alarms. We're on the very edge of World War III.
Okay. Do it again, and this time do it right. Get saved.
All right, well, that's our work done. Let the control room take over.
Who's in the control room?
How should I know?
So what? We're just going to leave the missile hanging there?
Orders. Deliver cargo to loading bay at facility 27.
Did you see that? Not really sure.
Damn it, no. Up. Damn it, up.
here.
Keep quiet or it's bad news.
Oh, God! Please, I'll cooperate.
Good. I'm looking for senior officers. A command center.
There's an elevator just there. It leads up to the command center. The base commander should be up there.
Thanks.
What was that?
That's not good.
Nothing here but ghosts and shadows.
Damn it, Fisher, watch the...
Was there something down there?
Sir, we have finished our preliminary inspection of the West Launcher.
And what is your report, Captain?
We did every test we could, sir.
And?
And, well, there was no malfunction, sir.
No malfunction. Curious. There is an $80 billion warship on the bottom of the sea, sunk by a missile that left this battery. The world is less than 12 hours from a war that will kill millions of people. And you're telling me that there was no malfunction?
We checked everything, sir. I assure you.
Well, Captain, Captain, the only two people in this building who could authorize that launch without approval are you and I. I know I did not do it, so if it wasn't a malfunction, I want you to run every test again. Then run whatever test the captain forgot until you find out what the hell happened with my missile. Sir! Yes, sir! Get out of my sight!
That seals it. The missile came from here, but they didn't launch it intentionally.
So that's a good thing. We can avoid a war.
Problem is that someone launched the missile intentionally.
Isn't that someone Doug Shetland using Zerkese's algorithms?
That seems likely, but I still need to see if there's a Dvorak fingerprint on the BIOS of the launcher that fired the missile.
Don't panic. You're well trained.
I am a loyal soldier of the North Korean army.
Congratulations. Give me some intelligence or you'll be pushing up daisies in a cemetery full of guys just like you.
I don't have any intelligence.
You just called yourself stupid.
I'm not stupid. I am loyal.
Boy, you're worse than a washed-out jarhead.
Do not compare me to a cowardly American Marine.
Tell me something useful when we're finished here.
Death before dishonor.
You grunts are all the same.
The lights! Damn it! He's just toying with me! Are you just playing with me? I can take it! What is...
Yeah. Fuck.
We checked everything, sir. I assure you.
Well, Captain, the only two people in this building who could authorize that launch without approval are you and I. I know I did not do it, so if it wasn't a malfunction... I want you to run every test again. Then run whatever test the captain forgot until you find out what the hell happened with my missile. Sir, yes sir. Get out of my sight.
That seals it. The missile came from here, but they didn't launch it intentionally.
So that's a good thing. We can avoid a war.
Problem is that someone launched the missile intentionally.
Isn't that someone Doug Shetland using Zerkasi's algorithms?
That seems likely, but I still need to see if there's a Dvorak fingerprint on the BIOS of the launcher that fired the missile.
Don't bother with the who are you crap. We're too old for children's games.
Fine. What do you want, American?
This battery is on the logistics train down Kaisang Munsan. What's the divisional strength?
Why should I tell you? You'll kill me anyway.
It's a game of position, Colonel, and you've already lost. Do you need to condemn 50,000 men as well?
They'll be your men, American, not mine.
They're not my men, Colonel, and they're not yours either. They're just men, husbands, fathers, sons. Same as you and I. Do they need to die for our mistakes?
We have 8-to-1 force ratios against your 2nd Infantry Division in armor, artillery, and infantry down the length of the approach.
8-to-1?
You cannot win. Kaesong Munsan will be the breach point, and Seoul will fall inside of 72 hours.
Good Lord, Fisher. Those numbers triple our best estimates.
Damn. I know a lot of guys in 2ID, Lambert.
They're good men, but I hope their life insurance policies are up to date.
Oops.
Damn it, Fisher, watch the alarms. We're on the very edge of World War III.
I'm gonna stop. Pick this up tomorrow. Get back to it.